Knee valgus refers to the abduction of the tibia relative to the femur. We don't have muscles that abduct the knee like we do the hip, therefore knee valgus is a byproduct of what is happening at the hip and or the feet. I'm only going to be speaking about knee valgus in the context of strength training, and we usually see it when a lifter is going through a squat pattern, when the hip abducts and internally rotates, leading to the knees coming towards each other. If we see this in a novice lifter or a weaker lifter, it could be a skill, motor patterning and or a strength issue. But if we see this in more advanced lifters or more experienced lifters, it's usually due to the adductor magnus and glute maximus using a movement strategy or movement option to move heavy weight, often shifting load to the hips to help move the weight. The adductor magnus contributes significantly to knee valgus because it is a primary hip extensor, especially at deeper ranges of the motion. In my opinion, knee valgus should only be considered an issue if it is very excessive and or limits your ability to move the load. Therefore, it is a sign of weakness, a motor patterning issue and or a mobility issue. If knee valgus happens as a movement option that leads to better performance output, then usually it's nothing to worry about. Let your knees do their thing. In my opinion, you should also not necessarily focus on pushing your knees out in a squat, as this takes away from the movement option your hip is trying to utilize so it can better load the primary movers. Simply put, if you fall into the category of knee valgus being a limitation to your strength goals, then it is important you primarily strengthen the adductors in lengthened range. Strengthening the glutes, quads and hamstrings is also paramount, but it is important to figure out which link in that chain requires more attention. Additionally, there may be some other mobility issues. If you are unsure and you have knee valgus hindering your performance and your squat strength, drop me a comment below and I will help you out.